Hey you guys, it's Jen from Balancing Beauty in Bedlam and welcome to Tasty Tuesday. I'm doing something a little bit different today and that's because it's Monday afternoon and we're heading to football, and I realize as much as I love fall sports and a busy schedule, I love the fall. I love cooking for the fall. I love the smells and the coziness of the autumn weather. But as far as my time management goes, the fall scheduling sometimes is kicking me. And one of the tips that I have come up with as far as my meal planning is concerned is doing something called 4 meals in 4 minutes. Now my husband sometimes laughs about 4 meals in 4 minutes because he says that he'd be happy some days if he'd just get 1 meal in 44 minutes. But I'm going to show you a great way to not only save time in the kitchen, but also to save a lot of money when you're buying in bulk on our meats. Now, if you're a follower of my blog, you know that I love to get marked down meats and I love to find great deals on buying in bulk. But I know that all of my readers don't have a slew of kids and don't cook for large crowds like we do often. And so the great thing about this is you can buy in bulk and separate all of your meats, even if you're just cooking for one. When I come back from Sam's Club, a lot of times I'll buy the 10-pound packages of roast or beef or chicken, and for me, when I'm in a hurry, I just shove it in the freezer. Well, there is no kiss of death to meal planning than getting out 10 pounds of frozen chicken breast. And I know that whether it's 2 pounds or 10 pounds, you all probably have had the same experience when you forget to thaw the chicken breast. One of the greatest tips that I found is when you come back from Sam's Club and you're opening up all the chicken breasts, get out a bunch of frozen Ziploc bags. And what I've done here is right away I go ahead and divide all of my chicken breasts up into bags. So whether you want 2 breasts for a meal or whether you use 6, go ahead and divide them up. Now, if you do the couponing thing at all, you probably have gotten tons of free mixes and spices, and your pantries are probably full of them and you're not using them. Go ahead right away and season your meats, season your roasts, season your chickens with everything. If you want to do a Mexican night, then get out your chicken enchilada seasoning or get out your taco seasoning and right away with the raw chicken, put it in here. Because what you're doing is, I get those kind of brain freezes where I just don't know what to do, but it is so wonderful for me to be able to go in the freezer and grab out my Ziploc bag full of meat. It's kind of a dinner that's already done for me, and I know in the morning I can just dump it in the crock pot even if it's frozen, and because it's individual portions and it's already been separated, it will, cook up to perfection. So I'm going to show you how I do this really quickly with a couple of my easy meal ideas. One of the first ones that I love is actually kind of a Sunday roast, but I'm going to show it to you for chicken too. And so I've taken the chicken right here, and I've got a cream of mushroom soup, and I'm going to just dump it in, and for time's sake I'll go quick. I would typically rinse this out with a little milk just to make sure that I'm getting all of it. And don't do that. Don't get it all on the side. But if you do, just scoop it right back in. Then I'm also going to add right away, I'm going to add in a half a cup of water. I'm doing this all right away in my bag. And what I love is it's brainless. Then I have a great grandmother Sunday roast seasoning that I've already measured out. And I'm going to go ahead and dump that all in. I'm going to Ziploc. I'm going to get all the air out. So you don't want any air, plus for freezer space, you want to get that air out. So squeeze all the air, zip it, and then I'm going to smush it all. How easy is this? I'm doing it with everything right in here, okay? Take a couple more seconds than that. Then I'm going to take my Sharpie and I'm going to write Sunday roast. And I know exactly what's going in my freezer. I'm going to stick this in my freezer, and tomorrow if I want, I can just get this and dump it in my crock pot, and dinner's ready to go and grow. I might add some potatoes in the crock pot. I might add some chopped carrots, depending on what we do. With the leftovers, cook once, serve twice, cost cooking. I'm going to chop up that chicken breast and maybe do a chicken pot pie for another meal, so I'm getting 2 meals out of that one. The next one that's really easy to do is this great, it's an awesome Southwest chicken. And I'm already have my chicken breast in here. And I'm just gonna put 1/4 cup of soy sauce right here. You can tell I shop at Sam's Club. A lot of times I do this with friends and we get together and we'll put together our freezer meals, and that makes it a lot of fun. And I'm also gonna grab some Worcestershire. Don't ever buy this big huge thing of Worcestershire unless you're really gonna cook it, because it lasts a long time. I'm dumping that right in here, 1/4 cup of each. And then I've also got some good old Hunt's diced tomatoes, whatever you get on sale, whatever is for triple coupons. And I'm gonna dump that right in here, tomatoes and all, as well as 1 cup of water. So I'm right by my sink. I can do that up fast. And I'm dumping that in too. What other kind of, Southwest seasoning? A lot of people, I'm specifically using Homemade Gourmet just because that's the company that I've worked with for years. And then again, I'm gonna get the air out. I'm gonna smush this up. I'm gonna get it all. It's gonna season great. I'm gonna write on it, Southwest seasoning. And I've got about 4 pounds of meat in here. So this is gonna get me 2 meals. The first one I'm gonna do in the crock pot, and I'll probably serve rice. I might add a little bit more tomatoes or a little bit more juice so that I can pour it over the rice. And the next night, what I'll do is I'll use all the chicken and the tomatoes that are left over, strain out the water, and I'll do some great enchiladas with it. So this is just a small little demonstration on how you can take care of those brain freezes that we often have in the kitchen. Do it with roast, do it with ground beef, do it with chicken. This only takes you a couple minutes, but it is going to save you a lot of time in the long run. So thanks for joining me today on Tasty Tuesday. Link up, and I can't wait to see all of your kitchen inspiration. Have a great day.